Hi everyone, it's Billy in the arena, day 54 of 100. Um, the oil I'm going to talk about today is Whisper. This is a tiny little 5 ml bottle. It only comes in 5 mils. And this is the oil of femininity. And I smelled this a while ago at a make and take that somebody did, actually Amber. And it was the first time I smelled it. And she used it in a blend, and it was pretty much the chill out blend. So I actually called it chill the F out blend because I double strengthed it and made it pretty strong. So on those days when I was kind of up here, which a lot of days I am, when you're dealing with so many of life's issues that it throws at you. So it was really fun for me. So when I went to grab an oil today, this is the one that spoke to me. So being the oil of femininity kind of makes sense because when I talk about how, growing up, it kind of, I grew up with two brothers, and it kind of sucked because, in our culture, like, girls kind of stay home, be a good girl, and the boys can do whatever they want, right? So it really sucked being a girl. My son's back. So I always kind of wanted to be a boy, and I think I kind of started suppressing that whole feminine side of me because I'm like, it sucks to be a girl. It's weakness, and it's it's no fun. So I've struggled with that a lot because I do have a lot of walls up all the time. I do have this, like, don't mess with me attitude a lot. Obviously, I've talked about this kind of in depth now, that vulnerability is not a big skill of mine, if you want to put it that way. It's not a skill at all to me. It's getting there because now, hey, I'm freaking crying in public pretty much here to the whole world for everyone to see. So that's pretty as vulnerable as I've gotten over the years. So when this one, I read about it, it kind of made sense. The benefits of Whisper are not limited to women alone. While this blend possesses a strong feminine quality, female energy is often needed by both men and women. Whisper softens overly masculine individuals to getting in touch with their feminine side. And that doesn't mean weakness, right? So many times, like, this is what I grew up thinking women were weak. That's what I grew up with. That's what I thought. This is, that women weren't supposed to be in positions of power. Women weren't supposed to be the breadwinners. Women weren't supposed to go out and, have fun. They were supposed to stay at home and take care of the house and do all this stuff. And you know what? It really kind of, I really lost touch with that side of it, right? And, I didn't like wearing jewelry and dressing up and doing all those things because it was too feminine for me and I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. It caused some problems in my relationships. It won't be the first time. There wasn't just one time I heard saying, stop being the man in the relationship. And my argument there was, well, one of us has to be. But anyways, that's another story. But for me, I always wanted to be in control because I felt like women were never in control. And that part of that feminine side, that, like, weak, vulnerable kind of, what's the word I'm trying to look for here? Like, the gentle side was not really something that I wanted to be. So this one encourages letting go of pride and tough exteriors and allows gentleness and emotional connection. And I don't have problems emotionally connecting with people. That's not an issue, but it's that tough exterior that sometimes I have a hard time letting go of. And it's just a protection mode, right? It is also particularly helpful when dealing with issues that manifest anger, hostility. And this is resistance towards women, but I think it's resistance towards anybody, really. But yeah, I get angry easily. I get hostile easily when I feel like, I'm being attacked or I'm being controlled. And that's part of that. That's where it comes from. Whisper also assists individuals in healing their relationships with their mothers, grandmothers, and other women. And this is more like female-based, but I think this can apply to everybody. It helps one reconnect with their mother when there has been strain, separation, loss, abuse in the relationship. Both men and women can reject the feminine aspect of sexuality as a result of traumatic experiences. This blend challenges individuals to work through issues relating to femininity. If one has rejected their feminine energy, isolated from women, or disconnected, this blend invites them to heal wounds and find balance by reconnecting. So, with their positive femininity. So, I mean, I'm working on it still. It's not something that, again, comes natural to me because I've suppressed it for so long. So, you know, having an oil that helps bring that side out, and it's really, I should probably tell you what's in this. It's patchouli. Again, what's on its own is not that great, but in a blend always is really nice. Bergamot, sandalwood, rose, vanilla, jasmine, cinnamon, vetiver, labdanum, I don't even know what that is, cocoa, and Ylang Ylang. So there's a few of those womanly oils, but it's actually quite nice. So I diffuse this with some wood ones like black spruce. It actually is really nice with black spruce. So yeah, that's what I got for you today, folks. Day 55 tomorrow. Holy smokes. And I probably should start mentioning this, that I actually have a YouTube channel that I upload all these videos to every day. It's called Billy in the Arena. And there's a little like open lotus flower. It says in the arena in the middle. So if you want, subscribe to it. I'd love, like, my goal was to get like a bunch of subscribers by the end of this, but I mean, I haven't really focused on that part. But I should mention it. So yeah, Billy in the Arena, YouTube. Subscribe. And see you tomorrow.